Have you ever looked back at an old relationship and thought, what was I even thinking? Like seriously, how did your brain look at that walking red flag and say, wow, soulmate? It's honestly amazing. Sometimes the wrong person enters our life with the confidence of a Netflix main character. They text perfectly for 3 days, say good morning twice, and suddenly we're planning imaginary vacations and naming future pets. And the weird part? Deep down, we often know they're not right. But we still fall for them anyway. Why? Well, today we're talking about the real reasons we keep choosing the wrong people. Sometimes we don't fall for the right person. We fall for the person who shows up at the right emotional moment. You're lonely. You're tired. Life feels boring. Maybe you just got your heart broken. And suddenly someone appears who gives you attention, compliments you, listens to your problems, and laughs at your jokes that honestly weren't even that funny. Boom. Your brain goes, this must be love. But sometimes it's not love. Sometimes it's emotional hunger. It's like going grocery shopping while starving. Everything looks good. Even things you normally wouldn't touch. That's why people ignore obvious warning signs. A person says, I'm not ready for commitment. And instead of hearing the sentence normally, our brain translates it into, challenge accepted. Another reason we fall for the wrong person is because we confuse excitement with compatibility. Healthy love is usually calm. But toxic attraction? Oh, that thing comes with fireworks, anxiety, confusion, overthinking, staring at your phone for 6 hours, checking last scene, listening to sad songs for no reason. Basically free mental damage. And let's be honest. Some people are attractive because they're emotionally unavailable. Why? Because humans love mystery. If someone texts back after 2 business days with hey, suddenly they become fascinating. Meanwhile, the genuinely kind and emotionally stable person who replies on time gets labeled as too nice. We are weird creatures. But there's something even deeper happening. A lot of us unconsciously choose people who feel familiar, not healthy, familiar. And those are 2 very different things. If someone grew up around inconsistency, emotional distance, criticism, or unstable love, their brain may start treating those things as normal. So later in life, peaceful relationships can actually feel boring. Sometimes the wrong person feels right because they match old emotional patterns, not because they're actually good for us. And social media makes this even worse. Now everybody wants a relationship that looks perfect online. Couple pictures, matching hoodies, fake candid photos. Meanwhile in reality, they argued 14 minutes before taking the picture. People chase aesthetics instead of connection. And because of movies and internet culture, we expect people to magically complete us. Like one person will suddenly heal all our insecurities, remove our loneliness, fix our boredom, and make life feel meaningful 24/7. That's too much pressure for any human. And here's a hard truth nobody likes hearing. Sometimes we fall for the wrong person because we like the idea of them more than the reality. We fall in love with potential. Potential says, they'll change. They'll mature. They'll start caring. They'll finally appreciate me. And let's not ignore the ego part. Sometimes we stay because we want to win the person over, especially when they give mixed signals. Human psychology is strange. The less available someone becomes, the more valuable they can seem. It turns dating into a game. Some people become addicted to chasing validation instead of building connection. But eventually reality always catches up. At some point you realize, you can't build a healthy future with someone who keeps giving you confusion instead of clarity. The right person usually brings peace, not constant emotional puzzles. Healthy love feels safe enough for honesty, effort, growth, and consistency, not endless guessing games. That doesn't mean relationships become perfect. Someone will still steal fries off your plate after saying they weren't hungry. That suffering is unavoidable. And maybe the biggest lesson of all is this. Falling for the wrong person doesn't make you stupid. It makes you human. Sometimes heartbreak teaches lessons that advice never could. Every wrong relationship teaches you something important about your needs, boundaries, insecurities, and emotional habits. The goal isn't to never make mistakes. The goal is to stop repeating the same mistake with different hairstyles. Because eventually, you start realizing something powerful. Love is not just about chemistry. It's about emotional safety, timing, effort, respect, communication, and choosing each other consistently. So if you've ever fallen for the wrong person, welcome to the club. The important thing is learning why it happened. So next time, your heart and your brain can finally work together instead of fighting like divorced parents in a group chat. Human beings have been doing this forever. The important thing is learning from it and moving forward. And honestly, that alone might save you years of emotional damage. Thanks for watching. And if this video made you rethink even one past relationship, then maybe your bad decisions were finally useful for something.